Okay. So now now our session has started,
Okay.
and we're just now waiting until we get the notification that we have gone live.
Sure.
And we have. So everything seems good on that end.
Yeah? Oh, great.
Everything seems good on that end. So now, the next step that we are going to do
Mm-hmm.
is we will start, we will actually now hit the record button in Google Meet as well.
Sounds good.
Now, the reason we do that
Mm-hmm.
is as a backup.
Right.
Though typically what we do is we use the copies of all the sources that are on separate tracks or that will be
Yeah.
an audio hijack.
Mm-hmm.
But in case something happens or a block gets moved or something funny happens and it doesn't record, which it is, everything is good. I checked all the connections.
Good.
But
You never know.
just in case.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so we are ready here. So
Sounds
now we'll
good.
just start the recording here, okay?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're going to now locate the record button here. So I'm going to go to more options, which brings me to call options.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a manage recording in here, so we'll go there. And the recording panel is open.
Sounds good.
Okay, and we're just getting all the. And we've got a box for also start a transcript, which is unchecked right now, which we will check it. Also start taking notes with Gemini, that's also enabled now. We're going to hit start recording. And now we're brought into the dialogue, which contains that warning. And now we'll hit start.
All right.
So here we go. In 1, 2, 3. And I think it would have given I think it gave a notification on your end too.
It does, yeah.
And I think it just did.
Yep.
Well, here we go. Good afternoon. on Monday, August the 11th, 2025. And you know something, we always have a lot of fun being back in studio here.
We do. It never feels like any time passes in between.
No, and I totally agree with that um because it's something that we always enjoy and look forward to.
Well, exactly. And we were, messaging a bit off air earlier on, and we had talked about how, of course, reading books is enjoyable, but as is sharing our thoughts. And adding to that here, just particularly in this medium and in this way, it's a lot of fun.
It is, and you know what? And see, and honestly, we should give a little bit of inside baseball to people, or
Sure.
to you listening, whether it's live or whether you're listening later on demand once this is up. Now, a little bit of inside baseball here is that we have always been wanting to do a show.
That is true. We have.
And now that we have our own show, it makes it that much more fun.
It does, and we're only just beginning.
Oh, yes,
We've
absolutely.
We've updated you all on the new content we're going to be bringing, and of course, we'll still have the books and everything, but this is just the beginning, and we hope you'll all join us.
Yes, you will. And yes, yes. So we are here and it's exciting to be here, and and we're working together we work together to continue building this this journey. So how about this? Would you like to share, in case people missed the update, would you like to share what new content is coming up here, or what will be coming?
Oh, sure. Well, if you remember the old show Spicy Techie, if you've been around long enough for that, there were always tutorials, tech tutorials, as well as tech news that was discussed, usually with a guest. And we're going to be bringing that particular aspect of it back to our show. To be clear, that is the discussions of technology news, particularly Apple updates, anything to do with voiceover, things like this, maybe Apple Viz. We're figuring out what we can make happen, but that is going to be sort of interspersed with the usual book content.
Yes, and there may be a renaming down the road, might there?
There might, or we might just keep it like this.
Yes. Never know what to expect right around here.
No, exactly.
Yes, so in other words, what we're saying to people is
What we're saying is that there's a lot of new exciting content coming up, and we hope you'll listen.
well, you will. We will be here. We will be here.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. It's just getting started.
Yes, it is. Yes. So
Exciting times ahead.
yes. In other words, we're saying to you that you just never know what kind of pieces, names of shows will be added in here. So, you just never know.
Right? So keep an eye out, keep an ear out, whatever you want. Be on the lookout for all of these updates.
Absolutely. and they can and there are several places they can do that. And I believe we also have a Slack workspace now.
We do, and I suppose we can add that to our myriad of ways that people can contact us. But there's plenty.
Let's do it. Well, we could, yes.
With or without the Slack, there's plenty of ways to contact us. Do we want to save those for the end of the show, or get into those now?
Oh, we'll do some bonus here. We'll do it both times.
Sure. Oh gosh. Okay.
You see, here's the thing, right? Here's the reality of this.
Uh-huh.
And you know this.
Is the reality that you're putting me to work today?
I feel like I don't know. You know what? I feel like I always do, though. I don't know.
You said it.
I did.
You did. You absolutely just did.
What's that? That it feels like I do. But look, never intentionally though.
No, I know, and it's never too much. I'm just bugging you.
I know you are.
You know I've got to.
Oh, I do too. That's why I'm getting you right back. Oh, you're allowed to bug me. I enjoy that.
And vice versa.
There you go. Yeah. So let's. Yeah. So how about you share that? You share that, and then we will talk about some books here.
Sure. So as we just mentioned, we've got plenty of ways for you to contact us. We have our WhatsApp group where you can get updates and chat to us and everything, and other members of the community, other listeners. You can drop your book recommendations if you want to. Just say hello, answer poll questions when we have them. We haven't had them in a while, but we have them sometimes.
Oh, let's make that a regular occurrence.
Yeah, we can bring it back. It always just depends on the book and what can be sort of asked of people, right?
Yes, but we can always come up with things to ask people.
For sure. And we also now have a messenger group for those who are on Facebook and would like to join it. We have links in a post that was specific to the messenger, and I've started adding them now. Oh, well, I added them to one of our update posts recently. I'll start getting more consistent with that. But yeah, if you want to join that, you can just click the link and you can request to join, and we will let you join in on that. That's kind of the main ways to contact us versus following the show. To follow the show, we've got the website, alienmccarasbooks.ca. That's where the updates and the shows go up first, so you'll definitely want to be subscribed over there so that you get the newsletters when there is new content or updates about it. We have the YouTube, where you may or may not be listening right now, Ali and McCara's Books. You can listen live, you can subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll always get those notifications. You can engage in the live chat, like, comment later on. We appreciate it very much. And we have all the podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, TuneIn, any catchers that support the Apple library, you can find us there. And we have a Facebook page now, Ali and McCara's Books. So head on over there and like and follow the page if you've got Facebook. Just another way to get the announcements out there and engage with our audience. And we've got more coming soon, if you can believe that.
Yes, and most importantly, with us as well, because we want to hear, because we love hearing from you.
We do. We love hearing your thoughts. We love hearing what you think of the show, or if you've got thoughts on any of the books we've been reading. We love talking about books, clearly, so if you want to get in on that conversation, please feel free.
And I believe we also have a feedback email box now.
That we do. Would you like to give us that address?
Oh, okay.
That was such a good reaction.
Yeah, so. Oh, I knew you were going to get me back somehow.
Oh, you knew I had to. You knew I had to.
Of course. Oh, hands down. Okay, so. Yeah, so you can email feedback at aliandmccarrasbooks.ca.
Sounds great.
And those will all be going up on the website as well. I believe we're doing some work on the website this week together as well. So
We are. Within the next day or so, there'll be some work done so that the main links that you'll want to use are going to be very easily accessible. So keep an eye out for that because that'll be, I think, quite helpful for everyone.
oh, absolutely, yes. So that's certainly it, and we also, want to take this opportunity. We really want to thank you for tuning in because we totally enjoy doing broadcasting, and it's just an exciting time. So so stay tuned. We are not going anywhere.
Yes, thank you all so much. We appreciate you.
Yes, we are not going anywhere. We're staying right here.
We are staying right here.
We are.
Shall we get into the books?
Let's get into Becoming.
All right. Would you like to start or?
Yeah, you know what? Personally, I really was amazed by the candidness of how Michelle not only put in her her life and what it was. And I remember and I was surprised that she was as open as she was about things. And not only and also the piece where how she also she talked not only about her, but she also talked about Barack's vision to get more into politics. When he was a senator, and then worked, and how she at one point wasn't very she was sort of hesitant about it for, as she points out, selfishly, quote, but then at the same point she thought to herself that he wouldn't stop me from doing what I wanted to do, so I'm not going to do that, quote, to him, quote, for his sort of endeavors and what he wants to accomplish. So I felt that was very, very I felt like that was it was eye-opening to know that, or to learn about that experience, as well as when the part where, I don't know how far you've gotten in the book, but also in the part where prior to that piece, where in the piece where their young daughter got sick, and then at the airport, and then he was going to stay, and he stayed back with her, and then they had to vote on that. He had to vote on that bill, and I thought, and then of course, and when she was explaining the fact of politics as well, that there was a lot of backlash, that why weren't you here for this bill and this and that sort of thing, and then he ended up getting into a little bit of intense situations there.
Yeah, and that's all very fascinating. And what it feels like when she sort of describes that aspect and him staying back like that, or her kind of not wanting to hold back what he wants to do, is, and how she describes their relationship in general, like it very much, the way she speaks about it sounds like the closest thing to what one would imagine as a partnership, in the best way. Like they are equals, they are gonna just do what they each do and support each other, and that is really, really lovely, I think. And I agree with you about her candidness in general, because she gives so much of her life in this, whether it's her life with Barack or her life before that. And so many things that you go, it made me think, it kind of brought up the question for me of course, she knowingly chose to share all these things. And as the first lady, she would have been in an extremely public facing position. And we've talked about this in some ways with something like, or someone like Alex Trebek, and his choosing to share his life experiences a bit more after his diagnosis. But in a way, I see this as something different, where this is not just someone who is a public figure. This is someone who was helping to run and running a country, presiding over a country. And it just made me think, when you're in that position, how much of yourself do you start to feel like you owe to your people?
And here's also the reality of it as well. I feel like when you are in the public eye,
Mm-hmm.
some we've talked about this piece as well, that when you're in the public eye, it's different than those of us that are ordinary people.
Oh, well, that is. And I imagine, because let's just take it a step further in this case, what I kind of mean reaching past that is, how different even is it when you're the one running a country?
Yes, and also like what I so like I feel like, given her given her sort of position,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel, because she, not kind of, but I feel because she was had been in the public eye, or was at the time,
Right.
that it's actually really important to give that, to share the amount of information that she did in the book.
No, it is. And I would never, it never felt like it was too much. It never felt like something that I would ever say crossed anything. I just was, it's fascinating to me, that idea of getting to that place where you give so much. And I can see why, and I understand your point exactly. Like, especially, she describes her background very much, and she describes all of these events that sort of shaped her and made her make the choices she did, or gave her insight into certain things. And I think when you have someone that was so integral and was so known in a way that most people are not, then I do agree that it is important, because it starts to, it paints a better picture of what she stands for, what she stood for at the time.
Yes, and during Barack's time as president for 8 years, it was a very interesting time.
Oh, absolutely.
But like the thing was though is he really tried to keep things as stable as possible.
Right.
I mean, afterward, I really feel when he left office, things really didn't or hadn't or haven't gone what we in a way that we would expect from from the USA or from or from America, as some people would call it.
Well,
Not to get into politics, but yes,
no, but that's no one's fault but what came next.
yes, yeah. Oh, but you know this that I enjoy my politics too.
Oh no, and I understand that. I absolutely enjoy having these conversations too. It's it's fascinating to look at the stark change that sort of took place at that point, and even though him and Michelle, like, not rightfully, I might add, not rightfully at all, unless you're looking at just someone's policies or what they stand for, but they would have received a lot of backlash.
For today, or
No, they did at the time,
yes,
just for being who they were, and that is
yep.
really unfortunate.
Oh, they did, yep. But I feel like yeah. But I mean, that's certainly it. See, like if you look at it now, right? You know, at a time that where we're in now, it's the first time in our during our time that something like what's going on today with
Has
go ahead.
go on.
No, go ahead.
Has sort of taken place.
Yes, and it's the first time see that we've had such like a the type of sort of leadership and the type of actions that we're seeing in our lifetime in our lifetime take place. Of course, all of this has happened before.
Oh, of course. There's this tendency with history to repeat itself, for better or for worse.
Yep. And that's it. And so it'll be very, very much, the next several years, I think, are going to be interesting to see what sort of transpires.
That is very true. And it's nice to read this book and sort of see where Michelle's mentalities came from, some of Barack's, when she would sort of describe how he, even before him being a senator, just when she would discuss how he was a community organizer and such, you could sort of see the beginnings of someone who was going to want to follow that path.
Yes, now Barack has a book as well.
He does.
Should that be our next book, do you think?
I think that's a great idea. That's a fantastic idea.
Oh, there we go.
Have you read anything else this week?
I don't believe I did this week.
Fair enough, yeah.
I've got something I do want to. There are some I do want to get back kind of into. I want to, for those of the, what, you've seen my 2025 reading challenge.
Sure.
You've seen it.
I have.
So, oh, I know you have. So, um, so, I am almost there to making it to my challenge.
Have you almost hit your 25? I was going to ask.
Yeah, I've made it to 14 so far.
Wow. That's impressive.
It is. So, and honestly, I have a determination within the next couple of weeks to get there.
Oh, within the weeks, not even the year.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You think you're going to extend your goal?
If I get, yes, when I get close to it, when I get close,
Yeah.
when I get close to 25, or I've reached 25, then I might up it.
Yeah, if there's enough time in the year that you know you can get a few more in. That makes sense.
So keep an eye out for that.
It's so funny you brought up your challenge because I just decreased mine to 25 today.
What was it initially?
It was 30, and I'm going, I don't know, maybe, but I don't know. So I'm just going to make it a bit more manageable for now, and then I might do the same as you when I get a little closer and see how much time's left.
There you go.
But yeah, because I'm at 11 now.
Oh, that's no, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
So is this a new segment that we introduce? We keep you up to date on our reading challenge this year.
Let's do that. And I had an idea. I don't know
Let's hear it.
how you'd feel about this, but we can even start. We don't have to keep track of them here, but just ourselves start keeping track of maybe our favorites of the year.
Yeah.
And then kind of give a little year in review at the end. Oh, these were we can set a number, maybe 5, 10 favorites that we read this year.
Yeah, so when you do so feel free to put that up in the newsletter as well for that this is a segment that we're going to be introducing, and we'll keep these are the two, and we'll keep everyone up, and we'll keep you updated on the challenge, on our reading challenge this year.
We will. I think it'll be good motivation for us, and I think it'll be fun for the listeners.
Yeah, because you know what I always say?
What's that?
Is that reading is very important to it's very important to read.
Oh, of course it is.
Because not only for education, but it helps with understanding things from different perspectives.
It does. It helps the mind.
Yes, it does. Well, there we go. See, we did it. So we're going to do Barack's book. I think I even have a credit.
Oh, nice. I think I do too.
Yeah. So, I'm going to ask you the most important question of the show.
Oh? Well, I guess I have one for you too, which is what's coming up on Broadcast Map.
Oh, yes.
We want to get there first.
Yes. But my most important question was going to be,
okay,
how can we contact you?
Okay, we will run through that. Do we want to do the schedule or?
Yeah,
or
we'll
run
do the
through that
schedule
list
first.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, you know what? We say the best place is, though, we say the best ways are, though, for that, and is to connect with us on the channels as well. Connect with us on the channels.
For sure.
That, I think, is the best sort of way to that, because, see, then you're engaging with both of us, and I think that's where I feel like that's sort of where we want to certainly keep the engagement kind of going as well for these.
Yeah, that's where we're kind of wanting to put our energy. So if
Let's
people can contact us there, that'd be great.
Yes, and we'll give that out in just a few minutes.
We will.
So on the broadcast map, we have, which that will soon be renamed, won't it?
Right, the Broadcast Map show.
Right. So in a couple of weeks' time, we are doing another late lunch. Actually, I'll call it a late snack.
Nice.
Because Jeremy Travers is coming back. I think on the 22nd.
Oh, exciting.
And now we may do some stuff before that too. But he's coming up then. And then really the only thing that's scheduled for now is on September 29th, we're going to do an NHL season preview show with Jim Taddy. So that's really what's scheduled right now.
Yeah, you never know what'll come up in the meantime.
Oh, there's always stuff that comes up, isn't there?
Sure, and that's fantastic.
That's the beauty of the show, isn't it?
It is. Always more conversations to be had, always guests to bring back on or bring on.
Absolutely, yes. Yes. And the books panel, we've got one of those coming up as well. What do we got coming up there?
We do on August 29th. That is going to be Jagmeet Singh's book, Love and Courage, at 7 p.m. Eastern on the 29th. Of course, there'll be updates closer to that date. But if you've been following the panels, keep on the watch for that.
Yes. And of course on this show, and of course the Broadcast Map show, and of course on all the shows here, and of course we are part of
the Broadcast Map Network.
We are.
That we are.
Yeah, so how about we give that contact information out? Where can we be found on the socials?
Okay, we've got the website, aliandmccarasbooks.ca, for the show updates. That's where they go up first. That's where you get your newsletters and your updates. We have the WhatsApp group and the Broadcast Map Network community, actually, with all the show groups. You can join in there, have a chat with other listeners or with us. That's how you can get in direct contact if you'd like to. We now have the Facebook Messenger group and community, similar kind of to the WhatsApp setup, but there'll be an invite link for that. If you have Facebook and you want to get on there, you can. We have the YouTube channel, Ali and McCara's Books. That's where we go live. That's where you can catch the shows later on demand if you want to, as well as the other platforms, of course, but that's the one we kind of push. It's kind of the best place to listen and engage. Subscribe, comment, like, hop in on the live chats when we're live, all the things, turn on your notifications. We have all the podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, TuneIn, iHeart, Amazon, any catchers that support the Apple library, you can find us there. We now have a Facebook page. Like us over there, Ali and McCara's Books. And there'll be more coming up in the future, but I do believe that's all of them.
Yes, and for those of you that are still following us on the Discord, we are transitioning away from that, I believe.
We are, and that server's actually going to be deleted soon, so... But that's just a brief note. I'm just getting all the book recommendations from there and making sure we have them, but then that server will be gone. So definitely hop on over to one of the other platforms, because this one's not sticking around.
No, absolutely, no.
And we will be back next Monday, which is August the 18th, I believe.
It is.
At 4 p.m. Eastern to discuss Barack Obama's book. So stay tuned, everyone.
Okay, so now we are going to first stop the audio hijack session, which will end the live stream.